Hi there, I'm Joyce Graff, the District Governor for Rotary 7910, and I wanted to give you a brief overview of using points to provide Paul Harris Awards to members of your club or even people outside your club. So let's look a little bit at my slides. Okay. I'm going to keep this brief, but the reason I'm doing it tonight is because we are having a foundation dinner on the 13th of November, and I wanted to make sure that you have the maximum number of Paul Harris Award recipients at the foundation dinner this season. So you have time to order another Paul Harris Award if you are inclined to do that. So how do you find out where you stand? The first thing you do is you go to Rotary.org and you're going to log in to Rotary.org and look for My Rotary. And within the My Rotary menu, you look for Membership and Foundation Reports. And you'll get a big page of foundation reports, membership and foundation reports, and you need to scroll down pretty far and look for contributions and recognition. And within that, the club giving report, and click on view reports, contributions and recognition, club giving, view reports. That will bring up this short list of reports that are available to you, and they're all interesting. So feel free to browse around amongst them and see what you can learn. But the one I'm going to show you tonight in particular is the Club Recognition Summary. Club Recognition Summary. And that brings up a report that looks like this. And I've anonymized this report to guard people's privacy. So this is the Rotary Club of whatever, and I've blocked out the specific details. So what do we look at first here? First thing we do is look at this banner. And it tells us that this club has 11 Paul Harris Fellows already, 0 benefactors, 0 bequest society, 0 major donors. It's not unusual. They are large donations. Not every club has some, but some have multiples. Rotarian donors. 14 of the people in this club do donate something to the foundation, and 6 people do not. So we're hoping to take this non-donors to 0. Our request is that people donate at least $25 per year. That's not very much money. So if they could please donate $25 a year, then we could take this number to 0 and have everybody in the club donating something. So we're all a part of the wonderful work of the foundation. Now look at this part of this report, foundation recognition points available. And this first line of the report is what belongs to the club. So this Rotary Club has 15,471 points in the bank. It only takes 1,000 points to get a Paul Harris. So that gives us some options here. What can the club do with these points? And we'll talk about that as we go along. What can we do with foundation recognition points? So these are accrued as we donate to the foundation. They're proportional to the money that we've given to the foundation. So the individuals give money and the club gives money. And the club, just like the individuals, the club also earns these recognition points. So as an individual, here, this person has 1,700 points. This person could give a Paul Harris to his spouse, to a friend, to another member of the club, or to a member of the community. So these points are available toward additional Paul Harris awards. Let's look at this particular person. This person has given $1,938, and they're a Paul Harris. PHF means they've given $1,000. When you get to $2,000, you get a PHF plus 1. So this person is less than 100 points from the next level. we could give him 100 points, which would put him over the top and give him a PHF +2. And you have time to order that if you get on it right now. So it takes 2 or 3 weeks to get a pin delivered to you, but we can do that. But hop on it now. Let's look at somebody else. Here's one who's given 5,975 points. They're 25 points from the next Paul Harris level. Now we have to give points in increments of 100. So if we give him 100 of our 15,000 points, we would put him over to a PHF +5. That's pretty prestigious, and it would be wonderful to do that at the foundation dinner. Here's another one. This is 1,836. So he's, 140 points, 160 points from the next PHF level. I don't know if you want to go to give him 200 points, but that's a possibility. You get to think about that and see what you want to do with your points this season. This is a page that explains more about foundation recognition points. I'm not going to go through it in detail in the interest of time, but you can scan the QR code or click on this link in the handout, and it'll take you to this page. You can read all about it. How do you accumulate them? How do you transfer them, and so forth? And the form that you need to do the transfer is here. There's a link, and there's your QR code. You can see it's a PDF fillable form, so you can type the answers in on the internet, print it out, sign it, scan it, and the individual who's giving the points needs to sign this here, or if it's the club points, only the club president can authorize the use of the club points. Shipping information, you put where you want this pin delivered, if you want it delivered to you, so that we can award it at the foundation dinner. That would be lovely, and it send the recognition to whoever it is, and the name and address is there. Okay. Then you send the signed form to the Rotary Support Center at rotary.org, and they will hop right on it and get this out to you. So that's the way to get it there in time for the dinner. Please remember that all donations to TRF are voluntary. They're not mandatory, so don't make it sound like you must give, but we would really appreciate it if they would give at least $25 per person per year to the foundation. $100 would be even better, but not everybody can afford that. And there are awards for the various donations levels. And I do have pins for the Polio Plus Society, which is a promise to give $100 a year until polio is eradicated. There is a pin for that, and I will have them with me at the foundation dinner. And the bequest of $10,000 in your will continues your service beyond self, and that's a wonderful thing that we all appreciate, and it helps to sustain the foundation. So use your club points to good effect. You can donate them in increments of 100. You can offer matching points for dollars with a 1-to-1 match. This will let your club members put them in easy range for recognition. So let them know that you might be willing to match them up to a certain amount. You'll obviously need to put a cap on that so they don't all disappear. But for example, some clubs will match. If you give $500, they'll give you 500 points. That's particularly attractive toward the turn of the year when we're all being concerned about taxes. Charitable donation of $500 plus a 500-point match is another Paul Harris. And you can also use 1,000 points to give a Paul Harris to a non-Rotarian, a member of your community, and make some public announcement about that so that you get some mileage out of it in your public publicity. So I hope that helps, and you know now what points are and how you can use them and how you can inspire the rest of your club to give and be recognized. And please do encourage everyone to come to the foundation dinner on November 13th. Thank you so much. Bye.